back to ByvCast. This is episode 17. Yay. I don't know if that's exciting to anyone, but whatever. Look how far we've come. It's a lot, I know, compared to other podcasts, it's barely anything, but, come on. It's 17 episodes of nonsense and just a waste of time, probably. But whatever, I have fun most of the time. But anyways, I figured that as of recording this is March 15th, and the Grammys happened yesterday, so I figured just for this episode, I figured it might be fun to go over all the winners and give my opinions on it. You probably don't care, but I don't care. I want to talk about this. So for Record of the Year, it was Black Parade by Beyonce, Colors by Black Pumas, Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch, Say So by Doja Cat, Everything I Want by Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Circles by Post Malone, and Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. Well, now, I assumed it was probably going to go to Billie Eilish, because I mean, it's pretty obvious why, but I also assumed it might go to Beyonce, DaBaby, or Megan Thee Stallion. But I don't know. Everything I Wanted isn't Billie's most impressive song. It's probably one for weaker ones, but I guess it's fine that she won. I personally would have maybe won to... I love doing that. Okay. Maybe... I really did like that Black Puma song. Colors, that was a great song. And then, Savage was great too, but for Record of the Year, I don't think so. Out of all these, though, maybe... I don't know. I guess DaBaby. Because if I'm categorizing it under Record of the Year, like the one that lasted longest, just popularity-wise, that really did a lot and lasted a long time as like a popular song. I didn't see Everything I Wanted lasting that too long, so I don't know why it deserved Record of the Year, but whatever. I personally would like to see it go to maybe Black Pumas or Megan Thee Stallion, but whatever. Then, oh yeah, by the way, what's going on? Sorry, my neighbors are doing something, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna go over every category, because I don't know a lot about all of them, so we're just gonna go over the ones I know, really. But for Album of the Year, it was pretty obvious. It was probably going to go to Taylor Swift for Folklore. I haven't heard the album, so I don't really have an opinion on that, but I personally would maybe want to see it go to Black Pumas for their deluxe self-titled. And then Jhené Aiko's new album I haven't heard either. Coldplay I haven't heard. Jacob Collier I haven't heard. I really would have loved to see it go to Haim for Women in Music Part 3, because I love that album. Featured Nostalgia by Dua Lipa I haven't heard. Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone. It's probably his best album, but in my opinion, but it's not really Album of the Year. It's not that good. Had some standout hits though, but also that come out in 2019, so whatever. I personally would like to see it go to Haim out of all these, but I guess Taylor Swift I mean, they were probably gonna pick that anyway, no matter what. Oh, what's going on? The website's alright. Song of the Year. Beyonce Black Parade. The Box, Roddy Ricch. Cardigan, Taylor Swift. Circles, Post Malone. Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa. Everything I Want, Billie Eilish. I Can't Breathe, Her. If the World Was Ending. JP Saxe featuring Julia Michaels. I mean, it was probably gonna go to Beyonce, Billie Eilish, or her, or maybe even Taylor Swift. But out of all these, I mean, I'm not mad that her won for I Can't Breathe, and then I don't have an opinion on Dua Lipa or JP Saxe or Taylor Swift, or yeah. I honestly, again, I'm not mad that her won, but I honestly would have liked to see it go to Roddy Ricch, like for Song of the Year. That also came out in 2019, didn't it? Whatever. Yeah, for Song of the Year, I think that was the best of the ones I've heard. Circles, Post Malone. Yeah, it was a fine song. Not Song of the Year worthy, honestly. Yeah, Roddy Ricch for Best New Artist. Excuse me. We have Ingrid Andress. I think that's how it is. I don't know who that is, so I don't really have an opinion. Phoebe Bridgers, Chica, and Noah Cyrus for some reason. She's not a new artist, but whatever. D Smoke, Doja Cat, Kate Trinata, which again is not a new artist whatsoever. And then Megan Thee Stallion. And then Megan Thee Stallion won, which out of new artist, I guess she's the no. Well, I kind of like Phoebe. Well, if we're going like popularity wise, then yeah, they would probably go to Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion. But I personally would have liked for it to go to Phoebe Bridgers or Chica, and also even D Smoke. I really am happy that they nominated him, and also for Best Rap Album. That's really cool. He's getting the recognition he deserves. So honestly, out of all these, I personally think Kaichana is the best, but also he's not a new artist whatsoever, so that doesn't really make sense. I guess it's fine with Megan winning, but I personally would like for it to go to maybe Phoebe Bridgers, Chica, or D Smoke. Sorry for breathing into mic a lot. I'm running out of breath. Right. Best pop solo performance. Yummy, Justin Bieber. No. Say So by Doja Cat. I haven't heard. Everything I Want, Billie Eilish. Not really. That wasn't really that good. Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa, I don't have an opinion on. Watermelon Sugar, Harry Styles, and then Cardigan by Taylor Swift. Out of all these, I've only heard Billie Eilish and Harry Styles. And Harry Styles won, so I guess that's alright. Also, like you're probably saying, like, you said no for Yummy by Justin Bieber, and you haven't even heard it. It's like, I've heard snippets, and it sounds so basic and bland. Just, no. Like, come on, man. Alright, best pop duo slash group performance. One Day, J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, Tiny. I haven't heard it. Tensions, Justin Bieber featuring Quavo. I haven't heard it, but I'm assuming it's awful because I've heard a lot of people talk poorly about that new Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's changes, and I'm gonna be honest. This is just my opinion. Quavo is the worst Migos member. My favorite's probably Take Off, Dynamite by BTS. I mean, I haven't heard it, but I know all the BTS stands are gonna get mad, but I don't really care. I don't really care for BTS in general. They probably don't sound bad, but whatever. Rain on Me, Lady Gaga, and Ariana Grande. I mean, that's cool at one, but I guess it's fine. And then Exile by Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. If I had heard Folklore by Taylor Swift, I'd assume I'd probably give it to Exile because Taylor Swift isn't bad. Just it just seems like most of the time she's just doing the same thing over and over again. Like not really creative ways. Just to make hits and not actually care about the music, but it seemed like she did change it up a bit on her new album. And then, I love Bon Iver, so the addition of, I'm assuming just Justin Vernon, yeah, that's great. But I guess I'm not mad with Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. I'm gonna skip over some stuff. Best pop vocal album. Oh my gosh. I hate the position. Or whatever. Changes, Justin Bieber. Haven't heard it. It's probably awful. Chromatica, Lady Gaga. Okay. Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa. I haven't heard it, and she won, so I don't know. A lot of people have said it's album of the year for some people, so I guess it deserves it. Fine Line, Harry Styles. Haven't heard it. I've only heard like two songs from it. And then Folklore by Taylor Swift. Haven't heard it. I guess I'm fine with Dua Lipa. It seemed like that was a very good album, from what a lot of people said. But I guess it's fine. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Best dance recording. On My Mind, Diplo, and side piece. My High, Disclosure featuring Amine and Slow Tie. The Difference, Flume featuring Dory Moore. Both of Us, Jada G. And 10%, Kitchen featuring Kali Uchis. Which one? Actually, I'm actually really proud of Kitchenada because when I was watching I don't know what it was called, the pre-show, like, and just to see him win two Grammys in a row, I thought that was really cool. Really proud of him, and also Kali Uchis. But I guess I'm fine with that. It'd been cool to see it go to Tori Ma, no, Flume featuring Flume and Tori Ma, and I don't really have an opinion on any of the other songs, but and then for best dance slash electronic album, I really don't have an opinion on any of the others besides Kaytranada, so I guess that's fine. Uh, Best rock performance, Shamika by Fiona Apple won. Yeah, that's a good song. Probably not her best song personally off of Vegetable Cutters, but it's alright. And then the other ones I've heard, Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers, that was a really good song. The Steps by Haim, I love that song. I probably would have wanted to see a win over all these. And then Stay High by Brittany Howard. That was alright. It wasn't her best work, but whatever. I personally would like to see it go to Haim. But Fiona Apple's fine. Alright, then Rock Song. Kyoto, Phoebe Bridgers. Shamiko, Fiona Apple, Brittany Howard, Stay High. And the others I haven't heard. Kevin Parker. No. Tame Impala and Big Thief. I haven't heard those albums. And then Brittany Howard one, which is fine. I personally maybe see you go to Phoebe Bridgers. I'm surprised she hasn't won any so far. It's kind of upsetting, but whatever. I guess I'm fine with Brittany Howard. And then for Best Alternative Music Album, Fiona Apple won again with Vegetable Cutters, which is cool. But personally, I kind of want to see go to Phoebe Bridgers. I don't know why she didn't win. And then Jamie by Brittany Howard. That was also a pretty good album. That would have been fine with either. But out of all these, I want to see go to Phoebe Bridgers. But I guess Fiona Apple's fine. That was a really good album. Yeah. Alright, Best R&B Performance. This is the category that I have a lot of opinions on. Lightning Thunder, Janae Echo featuring John Legend. Haven't heard it. Black Parade, Beyonce. She won. So I guess out of all the options, I was pretty obvious she was going to win. It's Beyonce. So all I need, Jacob Collier featuring Mahalia and Ty Dolla $ign. Haven't heard it, but whatever. I feel like the Ty Dolla $ign feature would have gotten more attention towards it, so surprised it didn't win. Go ahead, Brittany Howard. That's a fine song. See Me, Emily King. Haven't heard it. I guess it was pretty obvious that would go to Beyonce. Out of all these, I guess I would have liked for it to either go to Beyonce or Brittany Howard. Sorry, I had to adjust myself. Alright, Best Traditional R&B Performance. Sound Down, the Baylor Project featuring John Baylor and Marcus Baylor. Haven't heard it. Wonder What She Thinks of Me, Chloe and Holly. Haven't heard it. Let Me Go, Michael Kilgore. Haven't heard it. I'm really sorry. I need to catch up on stuff. Anything for you, Leslie. She won. I'm super happy that Leslie won. She deserves more attention because she's a great artist. And Distance by Yeba, another artist that deserves more attention. And I guess I'm fine with Leslie winning. I'm actually really happy that Leslie won. Now this one, I am so happy that this person won for Best R&B Song. Black Parade, Beyonce. Collide, Tiana Major 9, Earth Gang. That was a really good song. I was surprised they didn't win. Well, actually, no, never mind. Considering Best R&B Song, like in general, that was probably not one of the best. Actually, no. Black Parade was probably the weakest of all these, honestly, and I haven't heard Chloe and Holly. And then Slow Down, Skip Marley, who I also haven't heard. But I was surprised when I saw this that Better Than I Imagined by Robert Glasper featuring Michelle Ndegeocello and her won because I love that song. And I'm super happy Robert Glasper won. And hey, Michelle Ndegeocello, I think this is for her first Grammy. I'm probably wrong, but whatever. And her, her feature would have gotten more attention to it. And that's another, it seems like almost every year when her is nominated, she usually wins a category. So that's nothing surprising. Oh. This one I am immensely happy for. I'm gonna try not to. I just want to get through it. All right. Just all right. I can't stop smiling. Chilumbo, Janae Aiko. Haven't heard it. Ungodly Hour, Chloe and Halle. Also haven't heard it. Free National, self-titled. That was a really good album. Uh, Out of all these that I've heard, uh, probably the weakest, but it still had great highlights. That song with Daniel Caesar and Unknown Mortal Orchestra was great. What was it? Beauty and the Sex. Uh, On Site was great. I mean, a lot of them. But Time, Kelly Uchis and Mac Miller, Kidget, yeah, or whatever. This one, was another album that I was super excited for that got nominated because barely anyone talked about that album, and I don't know why. It was so underrated, and then I don't know why that project didn't get as much love as it deserved, which was "Fuck Your Feelings" by Robert Glasper. That was an incredible album. Definitely not his best, but from 2019, that was honestly from 2019. That might have been my favorite album. Well, I don't know. It's tied between that Ventura by Anderson .Paak and Igor by Tyler the Creator. But yeah, I'm super happy that got nominated. But the winner, I am super happy for, because this album is like the top three from 2020 personally. Just It Is What It Is by Thundercat. I am super happy that he got a Grammy and he won. Like, that album deserves more love and attention because, I don't know, I assumed they would probably go with Chloe and Halle or Janae Echo, but they they really made me happy by letting Thundercat win. Not letting, I don't know, but yeah, I'm super happy. This was another category that I am was super excited to see one of the nominations, which was "Happy to Be Here" by Ann Clemens. I love that album so much. I'm super happy for Ann Clemens. Like, legitimately, I love Ann Clemens so much, and to see him get the recognition he deserves outside of being on Kanye's Jesus is King, and also, when everyone's writing about Better Days with Justin Timberlake, they were only really talking about Justin Timberlake and not Ann Clemens. That makes me so mad. And yeah, to see him be nominated, to see his debut album get nominated for Best R&B Album is super happy to me. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's 10:50 right now, my time. Oh, 10:51. So in like 9 minutes, I think Ann Clemens is releasing a new song called "Story of My Life." I believe that's coming out on the 16th, whatever. But yeah, best R&B album, Happy to Be Here. Ann Clemens, Take Time, Giveon, haven't heard it. Feel Love, Luke James, haven't heard it. Bigger Love, John Legend, All Rise, Gregory Porter, haven't heard it. Out of the two that I've heard, I mean, even if I've heard all these albums, I probably would have wanted to see it go to Ann Clemens no matter what. But I mean, of course they chose John Legend. I mean, it was pretty obvious they were going to pick him out of all these. That was a great album by John Legend, but I, no, I just personally would have loved for it to go to Ann Clemens. That's just me. Alright, we're on the rap. Uh, Best Rap Performance, Deep Reverence, Big Sean featuring Nipsey Hussle. Incredible song. One of the best songs from Detroit too. About By the Baby. don't really have an opinion on. I've heard it. It's nothing special, honestly. What's poppin', Jack Harlow? Surprisingly, I haven't heard it yet. I need to listen to Jack Harlow's album from last year. That's what they all say. You know, The Bigger Picture by Lil Baby. Probably, in my opinion, his best song. Because it seems like he put a lot more effort into that than he did a lot of other songs. And he really showed a lot from Lil Baby, showing that he can get out of his comfort zone a bit. I mean, sound-wise, it was mostly similar to everything else, but subject-wise, it was great to see Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce and Dior by Pop Smoke. Yeah, and then Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce Savage remix. That won. I mean, it was probably gonna win. Either that or, honestly, The Baby or Pop Smoke. But personally, honestly, of all these, I want to see Big Sean win because that was my favorite song out of all these. And then second, maybe The Bigger Picture or even Pop Smoke. No, Lil Baby, then Pop Smoke. Oh, God, there's too many categories. Best melodic rap performance. Rockstar, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch. Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake featuring Lil Durk. Haven't heard it. Ugh. Lockdown by Anderson .Paak. Great song. One of my favorites. It's definitely not one of his best, actually, but it's still good. The Box by Roddy Ricch, that was great. Then Highest in a Room by Travis Scott. Wow. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not anything incredible, really. Like, it sounds fine, but Travis Scott wise, I honestly would have preferred Franchise over that. And while I love MIA, she did not fit that instrumental well whatsoever. And then, honestly, Travis Scott wasn't even good on the song either. Too much I preferred Young Thug out of all of them. But Anderson .Paak won with Lockdown. I think that's fine. I mean, that was probably my favorite. I heard that Roddy Ricch should have won. Surprised Roddy Ricch didn't win. And Anderson .Paak won, but I mean, it's cool that Anderson won. Personally, would maybe want to see it go to either Anderson or Roddy Ricch, but whatever, we're good. And then, oh gosh. I mean, yeah, this is probably going to happen anyways, but Savage remix, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce won again. I mean, she already won one category, why does she need to win a second for the same song? Seriously. Best rap performance, then best rap song. That's stupid. Give it to someone else. Honestly, give it to Roddy Ricch or Lil Baby for The Bigger Picture, and then the box. Don't Laugh Now, Cry Later. I'm surprised Drake didn't win anything. But whatever. It probably sucked. It's probably so basic. Rockstar, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch. I mean, it wasn't bad, but definitely not one of The Baby's best songs. I mean, the Savage remix was great. I love that song. I mean, she already won Best Rap Performance. And Best Rap Song, like, in general. Like, if we're putting under that category, it did not win. No, it should have gone to Roddy Ricch, honestly. I'm really mad about that. Oh my gosh. This is another category that I'm super mad about. This is Best Rap Album. Black Habits by D-Smoke. Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. Written Testimony by Jay Electronica. King's Disease by Nas, and Allegory by Royce da 5'9". And it's great they finally won a Grammy after like 20 plus years or whatever. But I don't think Nas deserved to win. King's Disease by Nas won. I don't think he deserved it. Again, it's a great album. Great that he finally won, but they honestly should have probably given it to Freddie Gibson, The Alchemist. Because I think that also, honestly, out of all these, I honestly really want to see Jay Electronica win because that's my favorite album of all these. That's an incredible album. I love that so much, and it is so underrated. I mean, come on, it's Jay Electronica's debut album after like 10 plus years. So, like, I don't know. And I think him and Jay-Z did great on that album altogether. I mean, come on. The outro to that album is incredible. What was it? All prayers is due to Allah. Yeah, I mean, come on. Ghost of Soulja Slim. The Blinding. Ezekiel's Wheel. Shiny Suit Theory. I mean, Fruits of the Spirit. Like, the album has such great stuff. What's the intro? That was an incredible intro. I know it's just a spoken word from Mr. Louis Farrakhan, I believe, but whatever, it's fine. Actually, it's not fine because Nas won, and again, it's not a bad album. But I think Jay Electronica or Freddie Gibson, The Alchemist, should have gotten it. And then D Smoke and Royce 5. I haven't heard the Royce 5'9" album or the D Smoke album, but I assume they're both great albums, and I'm super happy that D Smoke got the recognition he deserves. Sorry, I just stuttered there for a bit. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna skip over some stuff I don't really have an opinion on. Alright, just for this one, real quick. I haven't heard any of these albums, but Best Improvised Jazz Solo. Chikria won for All Blues. And again, I haven't heard any of these songs or albums or whatever. But I don't know why. Again, like, just off of looking at it from just the view of not hearing these songs, I believe that they just chose Chick Corea because he recently passed away. I don't know. Doesn't seem like he really deserved. Not that he didn't deserve him. Of course, Chick Corea is an incredible pianist. He's a pianist, right? Whatever. I feel like they just chose him because he recently passed away, but whatever. There's another one I want to talk about. Where is it? Alright, Best Gospel Album. I haven't heard any of these besides the winner. And I'm actually really happy that PJ Morton won. And then, but the one I really want to talk about is Best Contemporary Christian Music Album. Oh, Jesus is King by Kanye West won. I mean, it's not it's not a bad album, personally. That's probably, but it is one of his weakest, not, in my opinion, his worst, because there's one other album that I really don't care for too much. I'm not gonna say it, because I plan on reviewing it in the coming whatever. But yeah, that album had great songs on it. Selah, Follow God, Everything We Need. I really liked Water. I really liked Hands On. Use This Gospel was incredible, in my opinion. Clips. Pusha T No Malice alongside Kenny G. That solo from him was incredible. But I mean, even after that Twitter video of Kanye peeing on his Grammy, like, they still chose him. Whatever, I guess. And I'm just looking through anything else. Oh yeah, for Best Latin Rock or Alternative Album, why didn't Lito Pimienta win? That's kind of upsetting. I feel like it would have been cool for her to win. I feel like she deserved it too, but whatever. And I believe Best Reggae Album. I really personally would have liked for it to go to Bougie Banton, because the album was great. But the winner I haven't heard, so maybe that's fine for it to win. I have no, again, I don't have an opinion on this because I haven't heard it, but Tiffany Haddish won over Bill Burr and Jerry Seinfeld for Best Comedy Album. Even though Patton Oswalt and Jim Gaffigan, which I don't really know too much about. Well, actually, honestly, Jerry Seinfeld is not that funny, really, as of recent. Just seems really bitter about this generation. I mean, Tiffany Haddish is great, but over Bill Burr, again, I haven't heard it, so whatever. Jojo Rabbit soundtrack, your Best Compilation soundtrack won over Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Was the Eurovision Song Contest Frozen 2. Yeah, Jojo Rabbit's fine. Billie Eilish won for No Time to Die for Best Song Written for Visual Media. That's fine. Actually, I don't really have an opinion on that. But it's cool that Jacob Collier and Rhapsody won for Best Arrangement, Instruments, and Vocals. I believe. Producer of the Year. I don't really have an opinion on anyone else besides this one person, but it's kind of upsetting that Flying Lotus didn't win. But I mean, I don't know, maybe the other producers are great too. But, whatever. Actually, I'm really happy for this because Best Remix Recording, the I'm Back remix of Roses by St. John won. I mean, that was pretty obvious because that was a hit. And it's a deserved hit because that is a great remix. Definitely better than the original, in my opinion. I love that remix. I know I usually don't like it when remixes take away the feeling from the original too much, but that is just it's a fucking bop, dude. The Best Music Video, Beyonce won for Brown Skin Girl. I haven't watched it. I've only watched of all these Locked Down by Anderson .Paak, so I guess I would like for it to go to that, but whatever. And we've reached the end. So overall, I guess I'm happy with some things like Thundercat winning Best Contemporary R&B Album, that's it, really. I don't know, I'm kind of upset that, people like Phoebe Bridgers, uh, or like, I don't, I think Megan Thee Stallion won too much, honestly. And then, I'm happy Robert Glasper, with Michelle Negocello and her won, Best R&B Song. Oh yeah, and then, finally, Best Rap Album. Again, Keen's Disease is not a bad album. Just compared to everything else, I personally would like for it to go to J Electronica or, Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. I'm surprised Alfredo didn't win, or, whatever. But, I mean, it's cool that Nas finally got a Grammy, but still, whatever. Yeah. Also, I would have really liked for Big Sean and Nipsey Hussle to win for Deep Reverence over, Megan Thee Stallion, the Savage remix. But whatever. I also, yeah, honestly, I would have preferred Roddy Ricch for the Box to win over, uh, Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce, Savage for Best Rap Song. I don't know, whatever. This year is very mixed for me. I'm kind of upset also that Ann Clemens didn't win for Best R&B Album, but whatever. I guess I'm only really happy about Thundercat, Robert Glasper, Fiona Apple in some, categories. Uh, who else? Kitchenada. Let's see. Uh, Brittany Howard. That's really it. But yeah, we're gonna come back after this, and then I know this is probably incredibly boring, cause like, and also this is super long. This is much longer than any other podcast I've done. We're recording for almost 43 minutes. It's only the first section. So, yeah. We're gonna go to an ad break, and then we're gonna move on to just a small subject I hope to spend less than 5 minutes on. I just thought it was funny and also kind of upsetting at the same time for another topic. But, yeah, we're gonna go on an ad break, and then we're gonna come back. Hey guys, it's Biff here, the most uninteresting person you'll ever meet. You never know. And if you're wondering, how can an untalented guy like me get my podcast on streaming services? Well, just use Anchor. First of all, it's free, so don't worry about that. No fees whatsoever. Second, there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Or like iPad, maybe. Apple Watch, maybe. Anyways, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need. So, really, this is not a suggestion anymore or a recommendation. This is mandatory. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get your podcast everywhere for free. And that's it, really. Boom, shakalaka, boom, chitty chitty bang bang, boom, pow pow, wheel. Alright, these are just gonna be two, small subjects, but, first subject is, Cardi B, which is surprising because I don't really care for Cardi B too much. I mean, she has really great songs, but like a couple, in my opinion. But, I mean, she's good. She's alright. She's good. She's good. But also, congratulations, for Bodak Yellow going, was it Diamond or Platinum? I don't remember. But, I'm, also really happy that she, just also just very nice, just kind that she would give attention to a lot of more of the, or at least all of the black artists, or the deserving, just like the underrated ones that that she just like he just gave like a shout out to, or just like gave love towards. It's like it's really cool for someone of her caliber and her style of music to be talking about people like Ian Clemens and Thundercat, Robert Glasper, especially Robert Glasper and Thundercat, really, and the Free Nationals, Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist, Royce 59, Jay Electronica. Just giving love to everyone, and a lot of the black artists, which was really cool. And really, really shows a lot about her. And then the second subject I want to talk about is just really, really going to be quick. It's the whole Kirk Franklin debacle or subject, which I that's kind of stupid. That I don't support what was Kirk Franklin's son. What does he really think that he's better than Kirk? I mean, for Kirk Franklin to be cursing, I mean, it is kind of surprising considering it's Kirk Franklin, but also he's talking to his 33-year-old son. I think he's allowed to do that, even as the kind of person he is. I don't care. So what if he curses? Like he said, he's not perfect, he's human. Even if he does make that mistake, so what? I think he'll be fine. And I really hope his son gets better, because he does not seem well, like a good person in general. Because what makes him think he's in the better or in the right? I don't know what the phrasing is. When you secretly recorded a private and touchy conversation between you and your dad, when your dad, I think, is trying to help you get into therapy or rehab or whatever. And then, yeah, he did curse, which I guess he wasn't supposed to do. But I don't really care. But yeah, like you thought you were better than him, even though you secretly recorded a private conversation between you and your dad when your dad's trying to help you, and upload it to social media, the internet, whatever, to make your dad look bad. When, I mean, he has every right to. I'm pretty sure he has every right to talk to his 33-year-old son like that. When the you're when that person that you're cursing at is also willing to, again, record a secret conversation and upload it to social media. So that's really it. I know this is a much longer podcast than what I usually do. This is like 50 minutes, which I'm even surprised by. I don't know why I wasted this much time when you could have gone to someone else and make that would be much shorter, much more interesting. But if you are watching this, I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day, good week. I don't know. All Alright, see ya. Love y'all. Bye.